Um, yeah, I want to talk about this particular subject. Um, you know, for the record, man, I do this for me, for venting purposes. And if you don't like it, please get the fuck off my channel. I'm not looking for any praise, no accolades. Now, back to the subject at hand. I always talk about, in my videos, sometimes I'll be talking about how people be switching up on me and all that stuff. Well, like I said before, I use this as venting purposes and to gain, some sort of self actualization and to reflect on my past experiences and to also gain introspection about myself and to admit my flaws. And I'm willing to expose my flaws right now, expose some of my flaws right now. It revolves around three people that I knew, way back in the day, when I was in college. Um, this one guy I knew, right? Like, we was cool in the beginning. We really was. But then later on, I started to feel some type of change. Like, not with him, but with me. The thing was, okay, you know that old saying, trust your instincts, trust that gut feeling? I had that gut feeling with this person that I was with. And I was trying to act all normal, but I felt that gut feeling like something was wrong with this person. Like, what is this person is doing? You know what I'm saying? I always try to blow it off, but I felt some type of underlining energy, like something wasn't right. What this person is doing behind the scenes that I don't even know of. And I might have acted kind of funny towards that person. I ain't gonna lie, I probably did a little bit, but the only reason why I did that is because I felt something strange with that person. I felt it, like something was like the thing. Like, I felt like the energy was off. Like, I felt as though that he was doing something that he should have been doing. And then one thing led to another. I found out a few years later that the guy that I knew that I was cool with, he messed around with the girl that I knew back in college. He messed around on the girl that I knew back in college. See, I knew both of them. But here's the thing, though. Here's the kicker. Even though the girl that he was messing with was a fling, he two-timed her on another girl. And the girl that he was two-timing with, I knew her personally. We went to school together. We were colleagues. Ain't that funny? I knew all three of those motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? I knew all three of them. And my guy back then, see, he didn't know that I knew about the other girl that he was two-timing with. I'm like, yeah, man, I said, yeah, man, we go back, man. I knew her way back I knew her way back, man, before I transferred to the school. We were colleagues, man. We used to talk a lot with each other, you know what I'm saying? We was cool. You know what I'm saying? We were colleagues in the other school. We was cool. See, he was unaware that I knew about the girl that he was two-timing with, but he found out later on. And I didn't know that. Well, I kind of knew, but I didn't know that he was messing around with the girl that I knew. You get what I'm saying? Until I found out later on that he was messing around with the girl that I knew. But I found out way later after that he was two-timing with the girl that I knew back in my old school. And once the girl found out that he was two-timing her with her best friend, that's the crazy part too. That's the crazy part. The girl that he was two-timing with, not only I knew her back in my old, not only I knew her back in my old school, but her, they were best friends. You get what I'm saying? The two of those girls, they was best friends. So his fling was upset at him because he was messing around. He was two-timing on her with her best friend. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds fucking crazy, but that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of confusing. I know I can't use these people's names, but I know it's kind of confusing. But that's what happened. He was two-timing on her with her best friend. And I knew these two, and I knew those two girls too. I knew his fling from my new school, and I knew the girl that he was two-timing with from my old school. Ain't that a bitch? And that's when I felt something. And so that right there was the underlying thing. That's what I felt from him. I felt as though as that something was wrong with him, like something like he, he act all normal towards me, but it's like I felt some type of energy, like something was wrong. You know what I'm saying? He acted all normal, but I felt some type of, I don't know, like I felt some type of energy, like something was off with this person, like what he was doing, like he might be doing something he shouldn't have been doing. And long and behold, there you go. Long and behold, there you go. He might have felt as though as that I was, switching up on him, which I was, which is, okay, I gotta put this. When I felt that energy, see, I didn't know what was going on at first. So I ain't gonna lie, I started acting funny towards him, and I started to, in some ways act kind of funny towards him, and I started to, get away from that person as much as I could because I felt the energy, like the energy wasn't right. The energy was not right with that dude. I felt it, at first I felt as though I was paranoid at first, but then I realized that the energy was getting stronger and stronger. So I decided to, play it cool, but for the most part I tried to stay away from that person as much as I could, Because like that old saying goes, trust your gut feeling, trust your intuition. At first, I'd ignored it, but then later on, the intuition, the energy was getting stronger. So eventually, I just kowtowed and I just played it cool and I just, kind of, left that person behind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I try to, avoid that person as much as I could. And he probably felt as though as that I was avoiding him, or he probably felt as though as that I was, in some ways switching up on him and acting kind of funny and all that stuff, which is true. I was acting funny towards him, but it was the energy that he was, that I don't know, it was the energy that he was exuding. It was the energy that was coming out of him. And then I found out some years later why I felt that way. It's because of what he was doing behind the scenes, or what he was doing with those two girls. You get what I'm saying? That's what I felt. And then, and the crazy part was, like I said before, I knew both of those girls. But here's the kicker for me. I didn't know that those two girls were best friends. So he was two-timing on the girl that he was two-timing on her best friend, and the crazy, here's the crazy part. Here's the messed up part. He knew that they was best friends. He knew that it was best friends because he was there. You know what I'm saying? While he was messing around with her as a fling, he knew that those two girls were best friends, but he didn't give a damn no way. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give a damn. He still messed around with her best friend, and she was mad about that. She was very mad because she never thought that he would do something like that. It just is what it is, man. That's all I gotta say. It just is what the fuck it is. But overall, have I talked to that dude? No, I haven't talked to him ever since because he felt as though I was acting real funny towards him. And, that may be true. I ain't gonna lie. But the main reason why I was acting funny because some of the things that he was doing behind the scenes, I felt that energy. And now I understand where the energy was coming from because if he was messing around on the two girls that I knew. And they were, both of those girls were best friends, and not only both of those girls were best friends, I even knew those two girls. I knew both of them. He tried to, like, in so many ways, man, he tried to act like he was innocent and all that stuff. Trying to act like he was innocent, but all the while, the motherfucker was a dirty dog. The dude was guilty, man. He was, what I'm saying? He tried to act like he was innocent, like he's, in so many ways, he tried to act like there's no problems with him. Everything is all good. Like he's innocent of any wrongdoing. We kind of found out the motherfucker was a dog all along. He was a dog all along. And like the old school, like some of the old school cats taught me a long time ago when I was little. They told me this: hey man, you can't trust every smile you meet. And that was one good example right there. You cannot trust every smile you meet. But that's all I got to say about that, man. That's all I got to say. So yeah, man. Like I said before, man, I haven't talked to that dude. It's been a very long time since I talked to him, and I think he's real cool with one of the guys that I know. That I know back in high school. But that's a different subject for another day. That's a different subject for another day. But yeah, but that's all I gotta say about that, man. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, man. So thank you so much and have a good day.